Hi everyone, myself Vamsi Krishna. As a part of Spark use case end-to-end application, in this video, I am going to show you how to submit a Scala Spark job in the EMR cluster. In the previous video, we have seen how to submit a Spark job in Windows machine. In continuation of that, we are going to create AWS EMR cluster. In AWS EMR cluster, whatever the project we executed previously, I am going to execute that in yarn mode. Okay, in Windows machine we executed in local mode because we have Spark installed only in local. Now we are going to create EMR cluster with yarn architecture with yarn cluster. Now the same Scala Spark job we are going to deploy it in the EMR cluster. Let us get started with the implementation steps. First, I am going to show you the same code whatever we have. Here we need to just make one change, which is nothing but make master as yarn. Okay, because we are going to deploy this on a cluster, not a single node machine. For that reason, we kept the master as yarn. This is the only change from the code perspective. And input file path, I am expecting the arguments from the command line. Okay, usually this file will be there in the Hadoop file system. I'm going to show how to create a file and how to move the file into Hadoop file system, how to take it from there. We will see this in detail. Other than that, there are no changes. And first, let me create a EMR cluster. Go to services, EMR cluster, and click on create cluster. Go to advanced options and then wait for some time. It will prompt the release one. Okay, I am going to use EMR 5.229.0. If you want, you can use EMR 6 also. It's up to you, or you can use lower versions as well. And I don't need Hive for this particular session, and I don't need Hue. I just need Hadoop and Spark. If you want, you can keep Hive also, which is fine. Overall, I'm taking Hadoop 2.8.5 and Hive 2.3.6 and Spark 2.4.4. Okay, these are the configurations which I'm taking. And next thing, click on next. And here, master and core nodes are there. Change the instance type from M5 to M4. Scroll and select M4 X large. Select M4 X large, where we will get 8 CPUs and 16 GB RAM. Same thing change for core also. Select M4 X large. We will get 8 CPUs and 16 GB memory. Save it. Now we have selected node type master and core and instance type as M4 X large. Proceed with the next step. Next. Here you need EC2 key pair to connect to the EMR cluster. Select the key pair which you already have with you. I'm using this key pair. Now click on create cluster. Now the cluster is starting. You can monitor the events which are happening. These are configuration. These are the steps which is pending. It will start in some time. And no configuration. These are the events. And if you want to monitor, you can monitor it. And this is the hardware which we requested. We requested for one instance for master and 2 instances for core. Okay, and the capacity is 8 virtual cores and 16 GB memory. Just refresh the page. We need to wait until we get master public DNS. Okay, we got master public DNS. Copy this one and go to MobiXTEM session SSH. This is MobiXTEM. Specify username EC2 user, and then you need to mention advanced SSH settings. Browse for the key pair. This is the key pair I have. Now what I should do is I have a fat jar in my Windows machine. I need to move that fat jar to remote machine. First switch to root user sudo -i. From there switch to Hadoop user. Okay, now we are in Hadoop user. Okay, you can see the home directory also /home/Hadoop. Whatever the code we have written, the code what it will do is it will read the CSV file from a given path, most probably HDFS path, and it will write to MySQL database. And MySQL database I showed how to install in my previous videos. This is the database which I was using, MySQL DB. Here there are no tables. You can go into MySQL DB, show tables. I have cleared all the tables. The idea is when we run the Spark submit job, it reads the CSV file and it has to store it in this employee table, which will be created by our Spark job. Okay. Next thing, go here and go to pom.xml directory. And build the project using mvn clean install. Okay. With this, you will get fat jar. Next, we need to upload this fat jar into Amazon S3 bucket. Let it build. In the meantime, I will show you. I have created a Amazon S3 bucket already. The bucket name is Spark submit fat jar. Okay. You can create your own bucket also. Let me show how to create the bucket as well. Go to S3 management console. If you don't want this, you can delete the bucket. This is the bucket. I'm deleting. Now you can create a bucket saying fat jars folder. Okay. This is the fat jars folder. Click on create bucket. Now in the meantime, we will see our job is still, mvn clean install is still building. We need to wait until this gets finished. Okay, this is done. Now go to fat jars folder and click on upload. Click on upload, add files, browse for the target directory, and in the target directory you need to select jar with the dependencies. This is what we are calling it as fat jar. Okay, this particular path we need to mention. This is the path. Select this one. Click on upload. It takes some time to upload the fat jar. Till that time, go back to your EMR cluster and you can see the S3 buckets here. AWS S3 LS slash will show you the buckets which were there in the S3 folder. And this is the our fat jars folders. Once the fat jar is copied here, we need to use that folder to copy the file from the S3 folder to the EMR cluster. it takes some time to upload because it was like big file. We need to wait until that gets uploaded. Till that time, we can create Hadoop directories for input folder. We can say Hadoop fs hyphen mkdir. This is the folder, and we can say this is input folder, or you can say test data input folder, or input folder is also fine. Okay, now this is the directory. Let us create a CSV file and add 3 entries: employee ID, employee name, employee salary, and say 100, 1C, 1000, 200, Krishna, 2000, 300, 1C Krishna, 3000. I have kept 3 rows here. Let us copy this file into Hadoop directory. Hadoop fs hyphen port employee CSV into input folder. And you can verify whether the file has moved successfully or not. Hadoop fs hyphen ls input folder. Now we have the file employee.csv under input folder. This is the input file path which we will give for our program. If you see, our program has input file path. Input file path in this case will be input folder / employee.csv. Okay, we'll wait for the S3 file upload to finish. It is 40% done, still 60% is pending. In the meantime, we need to prepare Spark submit command also. Prepare the Spark submit command as well. Okay, we need to mention Spark submit hyphen master is yarn hyphen class. Our class name is package name. Package name is org.example and class name is this. That is the reason we have mentioned org.example.spark job read from CSV write to MySQL server. And then you need to give your fat jar and then your input folder. Our input folder is input folder / employee.csv. This is nothing but our Hadoop path. Along with this, if you want, you can give the options like deploy mode, cluster, and then executor memory. All these things you can give. Let me copy only these things. Okay, I'm giving executor memory 4 GB, executor cores 2, executor instances 12. Spark yarn architecture. I have another video where I have explained clearly what is driver, what is executor, and what is driver program and cluster manager. Let me show you some schematic diagram. This is the yarn architecture. More than this will be easily understandable. This is the program. Okay, client program is nothing but our class. This is nothing but our client program. And then when we do the Spark submit, our client program will launch the application to the yarn container, which is nothing but Spark application master. Spark application master will request yarn resource manager to allocate the resources, and then we will launch the Spark executors. With the help of yarn node manager, Spark executors will run our program, which will create tasks internally. This is what happens when we do a Spark submit. This is 80% done. If you want, you can see the file path also. I mean, file content also you can see. Hadoop fs-cat. This is your content. Okay, this is your content. We are going to read this file and we are going to store this data in MySQL. MySQL -u username is 1c tutorials -p password is 1c-240. This is my database is MySQL DB. Show tables. There is no table yet. Okay. Now our Spark Badger has been moved successfully. Now if you want, you can see from the EMR cluster. Hadoop, sorry, AWS, S3, LS, these are the buckets. And inside this bucket, AWS, S3, LS, this is the folder. Inside this bucket, we have this Badger. Okay. Now let me start the Spark submit command. I launch the Spark submit command. Spark submit -- master is yarn -- class is this. As this is the fat jar, as it is located under S3, we will give S3:// this bucket name. Okay, this is the one. Okay, let us launch this command. But it was not copied properly. Okay, now the command is perfect. If you see Spark submit, master is yarn, because I showed you diagram. This is yarn cluster mode. And then whenever you launch the application, it has to go to yarn resource manager and it has to launch Spark executor. Because of that reason, for executors I have given 4 GB memory, and executor cores I am using 2, executor instances I am using 12. And this is the location of my pad jar, and this is the input file path, which is argument 0 for my program. This is arguments of 0. Let me launch this program. Once the program is launched, basically the Spark submit, it will read the CSV file and it has to write it to the MySQL employee table. It has to create the table and it will do automatically. Let us launch the program. Now the Spark contest has been initialized. Now it has read the data and it is pushing to MySQL as well. Perfect. It has finished its execution. If you see, it has read this data. These 3 rows it has inserted into MySQL. Go to MySQL server and see the tables. We have a my employee table, and if you do select star from employee, you will have the 3 rows. That means we are successfully able to launch a Spark job, and that Spark job has read the CSV and written the data to MySQL server. With this knowledge, we will use the Spark job and the fat jar concept in running our main streaming job as well. For running our real-time processing Spark job also, the commands are same. So that this example I have done to explain how to launch a Spark job successfully on EMR cluster. In the next session, we are going to do end to end, as we know everything now perfectly. We know how to launch an Angular application, and we know how to send data from Angular application to Spring Boot, and from Spring Boot to Kafka, everything we know. And now we know how to launch a Spark job and how to write the data to MySQL or Elasticsearch or Postgres. We have this information, and in the next video, we are going to do these all things in one single video, end to end. We are going to see in the next video. Thanks everyone for watching this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel.